Hello, everybody, and welcome to race number 6 of the Season 3 Chase for the Championship. And this is the 31st race of Season 3 NASCAR Walmart Cup Series, or the 32nd, I should say. But anyways, hi, I'm Levi McIntyre, aka Thrash Maniac 99, the voice of NASCAR Walmart Cup Series, here to welcome you to the EA Sports 500 at Talladega Superspeedway. This is going to be an exciting race. We're back at the over 2.5 mile plate track of Talladega, and joining me on commentary, please welcome back David Rivera. How are you doing, David?
Doing good. How about you?
Good. All right, so the point standings coming into this race today for the chase, because now that we've gone through elimination process number 1, we have 6 drivers who were eliminated from championship contention. And those drivers who were eliminated were Cassandra Renzi, Cody Lamas, Brandon Nichols, Justin Talampas, David Rivera, and Dylan Thoreau. But the drivers left in the chase until race number 9 in the chase, where 5th through 7th will be eliminated. Drivers still in it right now are P.J. Williams, Ryan Anderson Jr., Austin Weiner, Seth Cole, Jessica Sheldon, Chris Washer, and Michael Norman. It's a tie for the points lead right now between P.J. Williams and Ryan Anderson Jr. 10 points over Austin Weiner, 15 over Seth Cole, um, 24 over Jessica Shelton, or actually make that 24. Then it's 51 over Chris Washer and 55 over Michael Norman. So that is how the chase standings look coming into this race. But ladies and gentlemen, let's take you to the starting lineup here for today's race.
Imagine the dreams of a 13-year-old looking up at the sky, wondering how the world can be so cold. This kid wasn't sold it would be like this. At nighttime, wishes to be safe from this abyss. Cause this shit is something that can be dismissed. A boy born as a girl who is going through the stress. He's got a shotgun up, but can't play for the team. His school won't let him even though it's his dream. Now he's sitting in bed with a loaded gun, thinking about blowing his brains out to kingdom come. Cause he's been bullied and teased all his life. Almost killed himself 2 years ago by slitting his wrist with a knife. I wonder if he sees the things I see for him. 10 years down the line, speaking at the forum. A college graduate up at the top of his class. The first trans NFL player up in the draft.
All right, well, there's a look at your starting lineup. Larry Hagan on the pole with Trent Dunham in second. And then you got Jesse Setti, Charles Sanford, Chase Oliver right behind them. And here we go. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Let's go racing, boys and girls. And already 4 wide for the lead already. And there goes Trent Dunham, the big one already on lap number
Holy crap.
1. The big one is struck on lap number 1. I saw Trent Dunham get turned. Oh man, look at this melee.
God.
Oh, and Jessica Sheldon's upside down.
We just barely
And
got
wait a minute.
started.
I saw somebody else upside down. I think it was Charles Sanford. Look at all the cars. Trent
Oh,
Dunham wrecked
man.
again. Ryan Anderson Jr. was caught up in it. Justin Thompson, they are still wrecking. Jekko Knight, who finished second last week at Rockingham UK. I see Kendall Maynor, Eric Burton. There's Ryan Anderson Jr. Cody Hagan was in there. Alex Hawkins, Zachary Fitzwater, Alex Pedro. There's Shelton. And it looks like Jesse Setti is going to get the lead here. But look at how far back it is to the rest of these cars in the very back here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's intense.
Melee
Intense
ensued.
already here. Right.
Just mayhem ensued. And I see Austin Weiner. He has trying to double check on his car. Looks like he got through.
That's good.
Dylan Thoreau has damage. He was
Wow.
involved in this. David Rivera was caught up in it. And
Oh,
does
man.
P.J. Williams? I think he's good. Michael Walton has rear end damage. Matt McIntyre has damage, and there is Trent. Jesse King was in it, and also Rue McIntyre was in it as well. There you see Eric Burton, but already on lap number 1, the big one struck here at
I was
Talladega.
barely on lap number 1.
Just after the start-finish line, they all started leaning and wrecking, but we're going to take a look at it while we're under caution. Let's take a look at a replay to see what brought us to the caution here today at Talladega. Well, here's a look at what happened. It's going to start with this start of the race. Everybody's going to find their lines, and it's getting the 4 wide conditions already, and Trent Dunham doesn't give Charles Sanford a whole lot of room to work with here, and then he comes up into the 18, up in front of Chris Washer, and there you see where Dylan Thoreau gets collected. Chase Oliver got the wall a little bit. Austin Weiner did a great job of getting through, and then I guess there must have been a second incident back there, because I saw Charles Jackson get turned. But then everybody here just started to pile in, and then Ryan Anderson Jr. just literally was shoving Jessica Sheldon to the point where she went upside down. There you see Sanford going over right there. So 2 barrel rolls for some drivers in this wreck, although Sheldon, I think she got stuck upside down. And then up there was another incident. We'll take a look at that in just a moment. But first, let's see what happens with Charles Jackson. The wreck's already starting up there. It's all due from everybody slowing down. It looked like Anderson Jr. gets in the Pedro and into Charles Jackson, and that's what happened.
People got pushed into that too, so there was no chance of getting out.
Yeah. And then I see Cassandra Renzi and Eric Enrage was caught up in there.
Yeah.
Let's see how they got involved. It must have been a follow-up wreck. Oh, yeah, it definitely was.
Wow.
Let's see. Oh, it was Cody Lamas got into the back of Jekko Knight, into Renzi, and then into Brandon Nichols. And P.J. Williams actually did get involved. So too did Michael Norman, Biggie Spencer. And they all just started to spin. And then right there is the damage given from the 31 of Matt McIntyre. Now, I know more cars came in and hit Jekko. Oh, yeah, right there, Jesse King and Michael Walden were into each other. And there's where Talampus gets involved. Eric Burton, I saw, was in there. And then Trent Dunham gets collected, and then so too does Kendall Maynor. And then Pedro hard into the back of Talampus. Now, how does Cody Hagan get in this? Oh, he gets hard right in the back of Jesse King up there. And I'm trying to see, how did David Rivera get involved into this? And he started right around dead last in the field. There he is just running by himself. Actually, I don't even think he got involved. I think he got through. Although, wait a minute. He might have gotten involved in this second incident. Or does he? No, he actually slowed down. He actually slowed down. He didn't get in anybody. I thought I saw damage on his car. Could have been from when they slowed down up here. Let's just double check. Nope, everything was good to go for him. But, yeah, but that was a the huge one at Talladega. So we're going to have a lot of cars end up out of the race. So while we are still under caution, let's go and take you to the restart here at Talladega. Well, after that huge wreck, we have numerous cars out of the race, and they are Dylan Thoreau, Matt McIntyre, Trent Dunham, Charles Sanford, Cody Hagan, Jekko Knight, Jessica Sheldon, Justin Talampus, Jesse King, Kendall Maynor, Alex Pedro, Rue McIntyre, Ryan Anderson Jr., Alex Hawkins, Dylan Young, I didn't know he was involved, Zachary Fitzwater, and Eric Burton. So we're down to 25 cars left in the field after just getting in the lap number 1. And this was a long pace run, about a 4 to 5 laps under caution. But Jesse said he is going to be your leader. Second is Larry Hagan. Third is Seth Cole, who's the highest of the chasers at the moment. Last week's winner at Rockingham UK, Jordan Culp in fourth. 5th is Henrietta Fitzwater. 6th is Chris Washer. 7th, Cody Lamas. 8th, Nick Pericles. 9th, Anthony McCreary. And 10th right now is Austin Weiner. 11th is Sonny Hammond. 12th is Ian Dutta. 13th, Biggie Spencer. 14th, Michael Norman. 15th, Gabe Williams. 16th is Kyle Matthews. 17th, David Rivera. 18th, PJ Williams. 19th, Ken Thoreau. 20th, Brandon Nichols. 21st, Charles Jackson. 22nd, Eric Enrage. 23rd, Michael Walden. 24th, Cassandra Renzi. And 25th is Chase Oliver. So 25 out of 42 cars still left in the field after that big wreck that took out 17 cars from the numbers. But it is Jessie Setti who is still trying to look for her first ever Walmart Cup Series victory in her rookie season here. Jessie, who barely missed the chase, only missed out by 2 points back at Atlanta, but green flag is back out. Now everybody's going to start to run their lines, and hopefully we're going to get a green flag run in. Already some 3 wide racing going on back there, which is good.
Yeah, I don't think we need the 4 wide again. We already saw what happened. That was too nasty.
Well, I mean, the thing about that wreck was it was started from drivers just not giving each other room for no reason when they had plenty of room. They can go 4 wide and make it work. 5 wide is where it gets very, very tricky here. But as we head back up the front, battle for the lead with teammates. Larry Hagan going underneath Jessie Setti, who has Henrietta Fitzwater pushing him right now. As everybody's still trying to find what line they want to run and get a... And this is, for the most part, while there are teammates running up here with each other, it's really all about your friends are where do you find them. And whoa, we got another wreck.
Oh,
Henrietta
man.
Fitzwater has hit the wall.
Oh, terrible.
Larry Hagan got involved, and oh, we got another wreck. Who was that? Nick Pericles spun.
Oh, no.
And Charles Jackson gets involved, and I saw Kyle Matthews up ahead. Anthony McCreary, Michael Walden, Seth Cole. Another crash, and Gabe Williams is in it. Kyle Matthews' car is huge in black smoke.
Man.
Somehow, we got into that mess.
That's
And it is
definitely a busy day.
Cassandra Renzi was caught up in that. Anthony McCreary, there's the 43 and the 48 who I knew were in there. And actually started the whole thing. And Seth Cole had a good run going. He was hoping to get up into the top 5 in points. This is not going to be good for him because this is going to put him in that danger zone right now of possibly being eliminated once we get to the race before the season finale. Cody Lamas actually was involved. Biggie Spencer got a little piece of that. But we don't have very many cars that are going to be left running up to speed, it looks like. And Jordan Culp is now up at the front right now. But while we're under caution, let's take a look at a replay to see what has brought the caution out for the second time today here at Talladega. Well, here's a look at what happened. This was a battle for the lead between the 43 and the 48. They are 4 wide, but they're giving each other plenty of room. But what is going to happen here? Oh, Jordan Culp comes up and gets into the 48 and down into the 43. And that forced the 43 to spin. And then up there, they all just started to slow up, trying to avoid everything. And then it looks like the contact that's going to start looked like Kyle Matthews gets into Pericles. Pericles goes spinning, and then McCreary and Gabe Williams. Wow, McCreary takes a hard hit, and then right there, oh, this is going to be brutal. Watch Kyle Matthews head on into the inside safer barrier. There was a couple of drivers who took some hard hits, and then back there is where Seth Cole. How does Seth Cole get damage? Oh, it looked like he gets into McCreary whenever McCreary and company start coming into the mess. Yeah, there you see when McCreary hits that wall hard. Yeah, Seth had nowhere to go. He just got into the back of McCreary, and there you see Lamas getting his damage. While meanwhile, there you see the 36 spinning and the 5 after hitting that wall. And then, wow, Seth Cole just slid right into that. And how did Michael Walden get into this? He's running dead last as far as the cars left. He's clearly through. Who does he hit, though? And, oh, he gets into Seth Cole just a little bit. Man, oh man.
Oof.
And
Not
that's
again,
why the
though.
52 spun into the 5.
Right.
Let's actually take a look on Anthony McCrory to see how fast he was going when he hit that wall. Let's see. Not very fast, but it's still going to be hard impact. Let's see. He's going to spin. About 145 he hit the wall, and then Kyle Matthews up ahead. About 140. So, I mean, they weren't like horrific hard hits, but they were enough to end the motors in those machines. But, and then Seth Cole just went, "Hello, how you doing, Kyle?" Practically, so looked like, so yeah, this all started from a battle for the lead, but it was going good up until the 38, who is ironically up at the front of the field. He comes up into the 48, comes down into the 43, and that's where it all begun. But that does it for the look at the caution. Let's take you back to the restart here at Talladega. Well, after that last accident, we have more cars out of the race, and they are Henrietta Fitzwater, Larry Hagan, Seth Cole, Nick Pericles, Kyle Matthews, Anthony McCurry, Cassandra Renzi, Charles Jackson, and Michael Walden. So now we are down to only 16 cars.
Wow, tough break.
But I think the 33, out of the cars that are still left on the track from that last accident, I think Gabe Williams will be the only one not up to speed, so make that 15 cars. But Jordan Culp is the leader, second is Sonny Hammond, third is Michael Norman, fourth Jesse Setti, fifth Brandon Nichols, sixth PJ Williams, seventh Eric Enrage, eighth Chris Washer, ninth Austin Weiner, 10th David Rivera, 11th Chase Oliver, 12th Ian Dutta, 13th Ken Thoreau, 14th, Cody Lamas, 15th, Biggie Spencer, 16th, Gabe Williams. I think maybe Cody Lamas may not be up to speed, maybe. It depends. But Jordan Culp trying to go for 2 wins in a row for the season and his career, but you got Sonny Hammond back there who's still looking for that first Walmart Cup Series win, and he's been in the series since the very beginning, and he has not won a race yet, in points racing that is. And we are back under green. I think we may be able to stay green the rest of the way, since
Let's hope so.
when there's less and less cars, the more green flag runs they get. And so far, only double wide racing, so I don't think we're going to see any real crazy 3 wide, 4 wide action, but some great racing, double wide, maybe 3 wide. We'll see.
Could happen.
Right now, Jordan Culp still maintains the lead. And right behind him, teammates battling for seconds, Michael Norman and Sonny Hammond. As Norman, he is trying to go for his 4th win of the season and the 4th win this season on a restrictor plate track. Because all 3 of his wins so far this season have come at plate tracks. He won the Daytona 500 earlier in the season. He won back at, if I can recall, I believe M&Ms. Then he won at Pigs Creek, which was the race before the last race of the regular season before the chase. And he's up here in contention for a potential 4th plate win. But right now it is all Jordan Culp up at the front. Let's take a look around the back. Yeah, Gabe Williams definitely not up to speed. He's only going 168. Cody Lamas, it appears he is up to speed. And indeed, I think he is. It's just losing the draft is the problem for him right now. But right now, 3 wide for second is Austin Weiner. Oh, he tried to go underneath of Michael Norman, but we got a new leader, and that's Sonny Hammond in the 07 Jack Daniels car.
Alright, not bad.
Yeah, no, oh man, 4 wide. But
Uh-oh.
they're keeping it together, and now it may settle out to
that's
3
good.
wide. But Jordan Culp is running the very high line. And whoa, I thought they were going to go 5 wide. That would have been amazing. Oh man, keep an
Yeah.
eye out back there. I thought I saw the 12 and the 22 lean a little bit, but they keep it together. Oh, and there we got again! Jesse Setti,
Oh
Chase
man.
Oliver have crashed.
They have
Chris
an only
Washer got
amount of
some
time.
damage. Oh, and Cody Lamas, Ken Thoreau, and Jesse
Whoa.
Setti hit hard
Coming
again.
out of nowhere.
Man, oh man.
What an intense and crazy day.
And the caution is out for the third time today. Sonny Hammond is up at the front right now. And it looks like the top 5 will be Sonny Hammond and Austin Weiner, Michael Norman, Brandon Nichols, and Jordan Culp. And you got two different teams running in the top 5. 2 of the Richard Childers cars, and Hammond and Norman, and 2 Penske cars, and Weiner and Nichols. But yeah, the Jessie Setti, her day is completely done. Ken Thoreau's damaged. Cody Lamas, I saw he got involved.
Yeah, it's a shame.
Yeah. And I saw Chase Oliver get in it as well, and I think his car immediately went out of the race. But let's take a look at a replay to see what brought the caution out for the third time today here at Talladega. Well, yes, this is 4 wide in the back straightaway, and it looks like Jesse Setti and Chase Oliver just didn't give each other enough room. And that forces the 88 up the track in front of Chase, and then he comes down right into Biggie Spencer. And then back there, oh, hard hit for Ken Thoreau, and then Cody Lamas got a piece of it right there. And trying to stay on the 21 to see what happens with him, because I didn't see him on the track, or I could have just been seeing other things, but let's fast forward a little bit. No, he did get enough damage to the point where he went out of the race, same with Biggie Spencer.
Wow,
But yeah, I mean, not as big of a wreck as the last 2 wrecks, but some hard hits, especially for the 88. But that does it for the look at the caution. Let's take you back to the restart. Well, after that last accident, we got more cars out of the race, and they are Jesse Setti, Chase Oliver, Jordan Culp, and Ken Thoreau. We are down to 12 cars left in the field. 12. But only about 10 of them will be up to speed because Gabe Williams still has his damage, and Cody Lamas took some more hits in that last wreck, so we may only have just 10 cars that are probably going to have a shot at a win, but it's an interesting group of guys who are still left, and they are Sonny Hammond as the leader, Michael Norman in second, third Eric and Rage, fourth is PJ Williams, who's somehow surviving the chaos. And if things go his way, he could walk out as the sole points leader heading into the next race at Texas. So he is in fourth. Fifth, Brandon Nichols. Sixth, Austin Weiner, who's doing a good job of avoiding the melee. He is currently in sixth. Seventh, Ian Dutta. Eighth, Gabe Williams, though not up to speed. Ninth, David Rivera. 10th, Jordan Culp. 11th, Cody Lamas, who may not be up to speed. And 12th is Chris Washer. This is just absolutely crazy. 12 cars.
Wow, it's something that I never thought I would ever see. This is really something.
In fact, if anything, this sort of reminds me of the Busch Series race from Talladega in 2002 when there was a 30-car accident where only about 13 cars were left in the field for the rest of the race up until maybe more wrecks happened. But nothing like this. Only 12 left, and the green flag is back out with 11 to go. And we still got 11 to go, and we only have this amount of cars left in the field.
Yep, that's right. We still got a lot more to go, and we're not done yet.
Do my eyes deceive me, or Cody Lamas is up to speed? I think Cody Lamas still somehow, some way, is up to speed. Then again, maybe not.
Like
Wait a minute, is Eric and Rage out of fuel? I think Eric and Rage is out of fuel. He is out of fuel. What in the world? I guess he must not have came down pit road, and now he's going to be out of gas.
Oh, yeah, I didn't get a chance to go on pit road.
That is a tough break for the 14 car of Eric and Rage.
Bummer.
And more cars are in pit road. The leaders, Sonny Hammond, Michael Norman, PJ Williams, and Brandon Nichols. I'd say all these other guys did come down and into the pits on that last caution, so I think they may be good on fuel the rest of the way. This is going to make this race interesting as to who's going to win. And right now, Ian Dutta is up at the front with Chris Washer second, David Rivera third, Cody Lamas fourth, Jordan Culp fifth, and Austin Weiner sixth with Gabe Williams seventh. Meanwhile, everybody else on pit road, Eric and Rage did make it in the pit road, and now he's going to fill up, and now they're going to come back out. Although I think their chances of winning may be over unless these guys up at the front still need to pit, which I don't think they do. I think they're all good to go since they did pit under that last caution. But right now Ian Dutta leads, but here comes Chris Washer and David Rivera to make it a 3-car fight for the lead. Meanwhile, Jordan Culp's kind of still lurking, and then Austin Weiner, Cody Lamas are towards the back at the moment. And now we're going to have a battle for the lead with teammates David Rivera and Ian Dutta. But Dutta's got Chris Washer as a draft partner, and now that battle is going to go away for the moment. Meanwhile, Jordan Culp, he's sneaking into the picture. Meanwhile, Austin Weiner, he's going to try to potentially get his way into this battle. So now we can finally ask the question, since we haven't been able to get to it because of these cautions, but out of the drivers that are left that are still up in the top 5 that I think are going to be good to go on fuel, which out of those 5 do you think has the best shot to win this race? Dutta, Culp, Rivera, Washer, or Weiner?
Well, as of right now, of course, it's looking to be Dutta right now, and the number 6 car is looking pretty well. So that with those two, and as well with the team, is looking to be actually one of those, actually, for me, looking to get that one today.
Yeah. Well, actually, 4 of those top 5 who are up here in this battle are Fords. Dutta, Culp, Weiner, and Rivera are all Fords, so they're all associated under one manufacturer, and Chris Washer's the only one that's a non-Ford, as he's a Chevy. And only one team is working up here together, and that's Dutta and Rivera. But they are going to catch some lap traffic in the form of P.J. Williams and Brandon Nichols. So this could make up a big. This could be a big roll into having more of a bigger battle for that lead.
Yeah, no doubt.
And right now, Jordan Culp is going to try to go underneath for that lead under Dutta. Rivera, he's just laying back a little bit, just taking his time, not in a hurry to get up to the front just yet. But also, you got these lap cars who just now pitted coming into the picture as well. And P.J. Williams holding up everybody that was on that low line, and Dutta will continue to hold on to the lead for the time being. While there are 7 cars in this lead pack, only 5 of them are battling for the lead. Dutta, Culp, Washer, Weiner, and Rivera. There's Sonny Hammond, Michael Norman in the backstretch, then Gabe Williams. There's Eric and Rage. Cody Lamas, who is in 6th. He's at the very back of that pack. Meanwhile, Culp working with Dutta. So the Ford teams you have 2 Roush Fenway cars in Dutta and Rivera, 1 Front Row Motorsports car in Jordan Culp, and 1 Penske car in Austin Weiner, who does have his teammate up here with him, Brandon Nichols, but he's a lap down. So that could be help for the 22, because now he'll have a teammate who has got fresher tires and enough fuel to make it the rest of the way. And he could help his teammate out in order to help him get the win and potentially get the points lead as well. Because remember, Weiner comes in 10 points outside the points lead. And right now, David Rivera and Austin Weiner, who are really good pals, they're working together despite not being on the same team, but under the same associates. And they're working together to put Weiner up at the front now. Look at that. Talk about respect. And now
that's
it's
really what I like. That's awesome.
Yeah. And now it's 3 wide for second with Rivera, Culp, and Washer, as it's now 4 laps to go here at Talladega. And Austin Weiner, if he can win this race, he will hold the all-time record at the moment of 8 career Walmart Cup Series wins, as it's a 3-way tie for that record
Amazing.
between Austin Weiner, Chris Washer, and Jessica Shelton of 7,
Wow.
which is absolutely astonishing.
Yeah, that's definitely outstanding.
Indeed. Right now, Austin Weiner up at the front, but he's got Jordan Culp right behind him, and here comes Culp down low. Culp's trying to go for his 2nd straight win of his career and of the season. But meanwhile, the other guys who are up in this battle are still battling around that 12 car of Brandon Nichols, who is still lapped down but up to speed. Though it's making it tough for guys like Dutta and Washer to potentially get up to the front right now, as it's now Jordan Culp up to the lead. And wait a minute, I think they may catch Gabe Williams at any moment, so this could cause some problems for these guys up at the front of the field right here. Look at this, double wide with 6 cars by each other. That is some great racing, even though it's not very many cars.
Yeah, it really shows that they're trying to work together as much as they can so they make sure no other accidents happen. So this is actually really exciting. I like this.
And now here comes Chris Washer underneath, and they are going to catch the 33. But I think they're going to split them, and I think it's going to be good, though Brandon Nichols gets held up, but he's a lap down. David Rivera got slightly held up, but I think his chances may be over. So now it looks like it's going to come down to one of these 4. Washer, Dutta, Culp, and Weiner. But then again, you never know. Maybe the 12 and the 6 can work together and get the 6 back up into the picture, but it's highly unlikely as we are coming to the white flag at any moment. But right now, Washer's up at the front. Washer's trying to get the all-time record as well. But who knows what's going to happen, because now here comes Jordan Culp underneath for second, but he's going to fall back in line. Anything can happen as they are now coming to the white flag. White flag is out here at Talladega. It's going to be between 4 cars, Washer, Dutta, Culp, and Weiner. And right now it's a battle for second between Culp and Dutta. And they're just letting Chris Washer go at the moment. I don't know if that was a good idea on the part of Culp, but you never know what can happen. And now it looks like Weiner, he's going to make it 3 wide for second right now. Weiner may have something for the 24, but I don't know if he's going to have any time to catch him. He's going to have to catch the draft and work extra hard, and I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. So it looks like coming to the checkered flag to take the all-time record again, Chris Washer is going to win the EA Sports 500 at Talladega.
Nicely done. Well done.
First time this season, first time in the chase, a chase driver wins during the chase. Because every other race we've had before, the last 5, it has been non-chasers who have won. And now, a chase driver has finally won a race during the chase. This is going to be a huge shakeup in that top 7 in the points.
Yeah, I'm sure it will. For sure.
I mean, just unbelievable. But anyways, let's take a look at how the results came about. Chris Washer will get his 3rd win of the season, I believe. Let me double check. Yes, 3rd win of the season and the 8th of his entire Walmart Cup Series career.
Wow.
Unbelievable
Awesome.
job for that 24 team. Austin Weiner tried to do the same, but I say he'll be happy with getting a 2nd place finish. This is going to put him close to the points lead. I think maybe by 1 or 2 points is how the margin for the points lead is going to be going into the next race at Texas. But unbelievable still. And Jordan Culp, he tried to go for 2 in a row, but he's going to come away with a solid 3rd place finish. Ian Dutta tried to go for yet another victory during the chase, but he's going to come away with 4th. And somehow, after surviving trouble all day, David Rivera, even though he lost the draft after they caught Gabe Williams, but he's going to come away with a solid top 5 finish. So great run for the 6. Cody Lamas, even though not up to speed, he still survives and finishing in 6th. Michael Norman gets away with a solid 7th place finish. That could move him into the top 5 in points potentially. And Sonny Hammond was the last car to finish on the lead lap in 8th. The next 4 cars finished the race a lap down. Brandon Nichols solid place in 9th, and PJ Williams rounds out the top 10, and it's most likely that he may still be the points leader. Gabe Williams, though not up to speed, he comes away with a solid 11th place finish, and Eric Enrage with a 12th place finish. And everybody else was out of the race after all the mayhem that ensued today. Jesse Setti, Chase Oliver, Biggie Spencer, Ken Thoreau, Henrietta Fitzwater, Larry Hagan, Seth Cole, Nick Pericles, Kyle Matthews, Anthony McCurry, Cassandra Renzi, Charles Jackson, Michael Walden, Dylan Thoreau, Matt McIntyre, Trent Dunham, Charles Sanford, Cody Hagan, Jacko Knight, Jessica Shelton, Justin Talampas, Jesse King, Kendall Maynor, Alex Pedro, Rue McIntyre, Ryan Anderson Jr., Alex Hawkins, Dylan Young, Zachary Fitzwater, and Eric Burton. So that does it for our coverage today here at Talladega. As we get ready to head to Texas, and me and David, we will be back for commentary for that. But until then, here are your results, chase points, rookie points, and regular points.
Be a pro racer and drive fast cars. It don't matter the age, it don't matter the color, it don't matter the gender or who you love. If you got it in your heart, then go ahead and do it. If you have a gift, then please go ahead and use it. Cause I was feeling stupid while trying to do music, thinking that I had no voice and that I was useless. But as I write this down, I can see what I mean. Nobody ever will stop me from achieving my dreams.